Very good evening to all of you. I would like to welcome you all in our evening session where we talk about investment of the week. Every week on Thursday evening at 5 o'clock, we bring you an amazing project. What happens as an investor? There's a lineup of projects. You go in the market and you will find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 30, 40, 50 projects in the lineup, and many times this becomes the most challenging issue where to invest. And that is why we try our level best to do our own due diligence to ensure we check all those projects, find out the details, look at various perspective, and we ensure that we vet the project on your behalf based on so many parameters, and we bring you the best out of it. Of course, I always say everything doesn't suits to everybody, so you have to make sure if you want to have a customized plan for yourself, or if you want to see what suits to your requirement, you have to make sure you have to get in touch with somebody who you trust, who you feel that person has the right information and knowledge to guide you into the right direction. We have so many people in our group who have that capability and who can guide you into the right direction. But we have somebody in our group. She is the perfect fit to put you into the right direction as far as the investments are concerned. I'll tell you why. First of all, success speaks itself. She is a success story in herself. Second thing is, she's a very hardworking girl. She puts a lot of efforts to ensure she study all the projects, go and check the location, ask tons of questions from the builder, and until and unless, and then discuss with me. That is the most important thing. Until and unless she's not sure about the project, and the criteria is if she has to put her own money, she will do so. Only those projects she bring in front of us. I'm pretty sure you all can very well guess who I'm talking about. Yes, we are talking about our lucky charm, none other than Lashika Katyal. Hi Lashika, how are you?
I am very good. After such a warm welcome, I'm even better. Thank you so much.
Were you hearing what I said?
Yes, I did hear that.
Okay. So next time I have to be careful, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
So how is your week going so far, Lashika?
It's going amazing. It's getting better day by day. We know the weather is getting a little better, and we're just hoping and praying every day that the pandemic situation in every country, especially in India, we can do from here is pray and support in different ways, which I'm sure all of us are. But I think the most they need at this point of time is our prayers. So the most we can do is pray and then hope everything gets better as soon as possible.
That's great and good to know, Lashika. So, Lashika, I was talking to the viewers. There are so many projects which comes into the market. Hundreds of them actually. So, tell me something. It becomes very challenging for an investor or even for an end user to
Mhm.
make a right decision that which project they should consider. Either it is
Mhm.
buying or it is investing.
Mhm.
So, what is your take onto that?
That's exactly what we're going to discuss, Mr. Raman, today. We are going to talk about a very good project once again, which we've already talked about in the past week, but there are some new incentives, some new changes that have been added. But before that, I actually wanted to touch base on this point which you have discussed, because in our previous sessions, a lot many people have raised this point, and when they contacted me after the session, this was a common concern I was hearing, that every day there is a new project. How do we know where to go? How do we select? I select one, then the next day you're sending me an email with a different project, then I'm confused. So these are some common I think some common queries, some common challenges our viewers are facing at this point of time. So let's start with our presentation. I do have some good key points for our viewers to take away from this presentation.
And to all the viewers, I would humbly request, guys, please don't hesitate to ask as many questions as you can. And as we do every week, if you ask a complicated question to Lashika, I give you a prize. And especially your question should be like that she's not able to answer that question. So I'm pretty sure you're going to bombard her with your questions. And if you are able to ask a question which she's not able to answer, I give you a good price from my side. So let's beat her
You
today.
know, Mr. Raman, some of our viewers, as we were talking in our other Saturday session, they're good friends with me and some of our other team members like Kamal. I don't know about you, how they're friends with you yet or not, but they are so much on my side that if they think the question is really difficult, they either text me on the side or they call me after the session. So you don't know if I'm able to answer or not. Okay, so let's begin with our presentation. Hi,
Yeah.
everybody. Once again,
Tell me.
welcome to our Thursday session, which is the investment show, where we try our best from our side to bring you the right and the best investment opportunities. So, Mr. Raman, if you can go on.
Can you see the presentation, Lashika?
Yes, I can.
So you want me to go to the next slide?
So these are some of the points which I always want to remind to our listeners every Thursday that this should be your investment goal. This should be something that you have in your mind that yes, you have to plan, then you have to find the right project, which is what we're going to talk about today. We've talked about planning in our couple sessions. Today we're going to highlight find the right project, and then we'll come on to these points later on after in our next sessions. When to buy, when to sell. So if somebody can guess in the comments, is this the time to buy or is this the time to sell? Let's see some viewers putting that in the comment. What do you think? Is this time to buy an investment property or is this time to sell an investment property? And then we'll come to this discussion later. So this is the biggest question. This is where I want to spend some time today. How to select the right project for you. So many times you guys are confused because, for example, if you talk about previous 3 to 4 weeks, some of our viewers were also confused. Should we go with One Jarvis? Should we go with M4? Should we go with Oscar Festival? Where do we go? Grand Central, Mimico. There are new projects every single day, and then Prime Condos came trying to beat every other project out there. So how do I know as an investor, as a general public, that which one is better over the other? So let's see what are some key points that you need to highlight. So I these are just some images. If you see Mississauga, then the other day you see another city, you see Brampton. There is so much development coming in Brampton. Then let's say we bring out to you, okay, let's have a look at one. Then there is TTC Subway, York University, so much in the area, downtown Toronto. Of course, nobody can beat. There is Ryerson, there is University of Toronto. There are all the major hospitals where so many doctors and surgeons need units on rent. Then there is Young Dundas Square, there's Eden Center. There's so much that is going on there in every single city. So how do you pick a particular city which is good for you in terms of investment? So let's discuss some key points. So the first point, which is very, very important, is the transportation. Whenever you're buying a unit on investment, the first thing I always recommend is to check wherever your site is situated, how far is it from a GO station? How far is it from a subway station? Is this walking distance? What is the walk score? Or if there is transit nearby, what is the transit score? This is something very important. If you are walking distance, if you are about 8 to 10 or at the max 12 to 14-minute walking distance to a subway or a GO station, your investment property is definitely better than the other because that will always give you an upper edge when you are finding the tenant or when you are trying to sell it. Second very important key point is the price per square feet. Now, there are different ways of you justifying the price that where you're investing, is that a good price or not? But in pre-construction, a basic calculation that we do includes this price per square feet, depending on what is going on in the area at that particular time when you're actually buying your unit. Now, sometimes what clients do is they're like, okay, what is the per square feet price today? Oh, but yesterday it was this much. But unfortunately, you and me cannot go back to yesterday. So whenever you're comparing the price, compare it to what is happening in the market on today's basis. What is the per square feet price in that area that other projects are selling at or an older building is selling at compared to the unit you're buying, what is the per square feet price you're getting, how much room of appreciation is there. If you are booking at this particular price point, do you have the room for your investment property to grow within 2 to 3 years based on that per square feet price? Then the third very, very important factor is the builder. Who is the builder? Who are the developers that are involved? How much strong background do they have? What is their financial stability? This is something very, very important, because you don't want to be putting your money into a project where you're going to hear 3 years or 4 years later, oh, the builder has canceled the project. Sure, your money is safe because it was sitting in a lawyer's trust account. You're going to get back your checks. But is that what the actual reason why you put in your money 4 years ago, just to get back the same amount? That was not the point why we invested our money into something for good 3 to 4 years. So you have to make sure it is a very, very good builder. They have built in the past, they have completed the projects on right time, and they have the ability, they have the appetite to actually complete the construction, complete the quality of construction they are promising you today. The fourth very important factor is, what are the future plans of the city? So whichever city you're investing in, I always recommend do a little bit research. Well, we always do that research for you, but it is always a good idea to do your own due diligence. So always do some research, what all is coming in that particular city or in that particular neighborhood. What are the plans of the city? What are the plans of the government? Are they bringing more and more infrastructure there? For example, city like Toronto is always growing. It's a tech hub. Now we talk about Vaughan is becoming our next tech hub. So you have to do your own due diligence that yes, these are the new offices, these are the new employment opportunities that the city is bringing, and this is the new infrastructure that is being built, and that will invite more and more people to live there. Then they will need more places on rent, and eventually they will need more places as their own residences, and they will be the one who will be buying your property. Either it should have some good universities in the neighborhood, or we should have good employment sources in the particular city you're investing in. The last and very important point is your own peace of mind. If you are satisfied with Mississauga, you're going to make money there. If you are positive about downtown Toronto, you have calculated all 4 points above, and you have the fifth point, which is your peace in Toronto, you're going to make good money in Toronto. Trust me, being positive about your own investment and being confident about it and actually doing it will make you money, whether it's Mississauga, whether it's Toronto. Mr. Raman always say, yes, you will make money, but once you do it, once you just keep thinking about it, where should I go, and not make a decision, that's when you're actually losing money. Every single day, you're delaying not to buy something and keeping that money in a bank for one extra day, you are losing money. So the important part is actually doing that investment. Mr. Raman, what would you say about these 5 points which we have just discussed?
Lashika, that's right. And another key point I think which I would like to add on to this is you need to have the right advisor on your side, because I think that is equally important, that the person who is guiding you knows about it, and having the right advisor. It's very common saying, like, if you have a good doctor, good lawyer, and a good realtor on your side, you don't need to worry about anything in your life. So, yeah.
Perfect, perfect. We already have some comments here. Hi, Rutika. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it, and I hope I'm able to explain it in a way which is helpful to you guys. So, Mr. Raman, one of our other viewer, Mr. Nav, is asking about how about festival condos project. So, Mr. Nav, my personal opinion on that is the location of festival condos is simply amazing. The now, if you see one of my point here says future plans of the city. When I see all the development that is coming up in Vaughan, the master planned community that Menkeys is building there, that is what is going to drive your price in the near future, or whenever you're getting your occupancy. It's not just one residential building there. They're building townhouses, they're building office spaces, they're building retail spaces, they're building a shopping promenade. All these factors bring in employment, bring in residential, bring in demand. And when you have all of this, the price is definitely going to be on your side. One thing which I would say that, yes, at this point of time, Vaughan is sitting at a very, very good price point. We have sold units there in Vaughan and near about $1,250 to $1,300 per square foot, and that is a very, very surprising price for Vaughan. But that's where the economy is going towards. Just wait, when the immigration and everything is opened up, you will see a good increase in that price. And despite of that price in Vaughan, because of the location, because of the infrastructure, everything that Menkes and Quadrille is bringing there, people were confident enough to buy units on that price point in Vaughan, and that project Grand Festival has been a very, very good success so far.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let's go to the next slide. And now we're going to quickly take 5 minutes to talk about the project that we discussed last week. It is a very good opportunity, guys. The builder has just released some new units last night, still at a very, very good price. We have some exclusive units which you can still buy at the day one pricing. This is about Toronto, Dundas, and Jarvis. It's a very, very good location. As I just discussed some key factors, this matches all of them. It is just 1 minute walk from Ryerson University. You have College Station and Dundas Station just 8 minutes walking distance from the building. So when we talk about entertainment, Yonge and Dundas Square about 10 minutes walk, Eden Center about 10 minutes walk. We talk about safety, hospitals. St. Michael Hospital is just minutes, about 8 to 9 minutes walk from there. We talk about education. Ryerson is 1 minute walk. George Brown College is about 12 minutes walk. Transportation, as I said, Dundas and College Station. Employment, offices, everything, the tech sector, the finance sector, everything is just at your walking distance. The financial district is right there as well. So this project covers everything within your 10-minute walking distance. So again, location wise, very good opportunity. Let's go to the next slide. So we're talking about prime. As you can see, the building in the middle, you have amazing views from on all sides. As you go a little bit on the higher side, there are unobstructed views on two sides. Then one side will give you CN Tower views from the really high units. If you are on the lower side with north views, you do have unobstructed view even from the lower floors as well. This is going to complete in 2024. Late 2024 is when the occupancy is. Mr. Raman, we can go on to the next one. The occupancies, as I was saying, was late 2024 with a very, very good deposit structure. This building is basically connected to everything in the city that you can possibly think of. And then having free assignment on this, which you can actually exercise in 2023 or 2024, will definitely get you a very good price once the market opens up in downtown Toronto after this pandemic is over. So this is the location, and this is the score we just discussed. We're talking about 96 walk score, 100 out of 100 bike score, and 100 out of 100 transit score. Does not get any better than this. And once you see the prices, as I was just discussing about the price at Grand Festival in Vaughan, where people have bought unit at 1,300, 1,250, or even 1,400, some smaller units, you'll be surprised that at this point, you can get a unit in downtown Toronto at $1,400 per square feet at this prime location where everything is at your walking distance. This is some glimpse about the buildings. We can quickly glance through it, Mr. Raman. We discussed it last week, so we're good to go. So these are the size ranges of the unit where you have studios and junior one beds. Then we have some bigger one beds to 1+ dens, and then we have some beautiful 2-bedroom units with amazing views. We also have a new terrace collection that is being released last night as well, where you get good balcony, good terrace, a very nice spacious terrace with your unit to enjoy the outdoor amenities which are in the building. Next one is from. So 1-bedroom units are starting from mid 500s, 1-bedroom plus den are starting from mid 700s, and 2-bedroom units are starting from low 800s. So very good opportunity for you to invest with this price point in downtown Toronto. There is another project that is recently released with $1,600 to $1,800 per square feet price point. Here in prime condos, you're still able to get units around $1,400 per square feet. The deposit structure is very well extended. You get about 20 to 21 months to put down the 15% deposit and then the final 5%, which is a very, very good opportunity. Smaller payments, longer time frame, free assignment, 2024 late or early 2025 occupancy, location of Dundas and Jarvis, downtown Toronto, easy payment structure, prime location, prime condos definitely will be a good investment opportunity. So, Mr. Raman, over to you. What do you think?
Thank you. Thank you, Lashika, for sharing such a wonderful information with all of us. I personally think you're doing a good job, first of all. I think it's very, very important for us to educate people and to give them the right information. And this is what you are doing. So that really makes a lot of sense. Uh, when you have the right information, then it becomes very easy to make a decision. And looking into the location, looking into the price, looking into the builder, so all the criteria which you were talking about while making an investment, I think this project I would give 9.5, I think, out of 10,
Okay.
which is pretty decent number. Like I wanted to give 9, but looking into your passion towards the project, I'm giving an extra half, like point 0.5.
Where are you taking away the extra 0.5?
Where I'm taking away the extra point 0.5 because you didn't give me a chance to speak about it. So I'm
Okay.
taking that extra point 0.5 from there. I should talk more. This is my show,
Okay.
so I should talk
Okay.
more.
Do you remember? There's nothing like me or there's nothing like mine.
No,
It's
no,
us.
it's about me.
That's what Krish says,
Okay.
Okay, so no, definitely you're right, Mr. Raman. This project has 100 out of 100 transit score, and trust me, based on my experience so far into working with these different builders and projects and investors, having a good transportation system at your walking distance definitely help you get a very, very good value when you're selling your investment property.
That's right. So to all the viewers, um, as I requested, I don't see anybody is asking any complicated question from you today. So let me ask you a complicated question. There are many projects in the surrounding. Why prime?
Sorry.
There are many projects in the
Mm-hmm.
same neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Then why we should choose prime?
Okay. Number one reason is, as I was discussing, check out the builder. See which builder is building which building. There are so many projects in the neighborhood which were started few years ago and were supposed to be completed by now, but they're still not. So you have to be very, very careful about the builder you're investing with. You have to check their quality. You have to check their financial stability. Now with Prime, we're talking about Center Court. They are known for bringing out the project and delivering it at a right point of time, delivering it when they've actually promised it will be delivered. And then the second thing is, if we compare the prices, there are some projects in the area who are selling the units at slightly higher price than what we're selling Prime at. So as an investor, you want to make sure you're getting the best per square feet price so you have the maximum room of appreciation.
Hmm, perfect. And how about the availability of the units there, Lashika?
So
What kind of
so
units
yeah.
are available?
So right now we have units available of every single type, whether you talk about a studio, whether you talk about junior one bedroom, or two bedrooms. So this is another quality of, I would say, Center Court team. They just don't work on selling one type of units at one point of time that, the smaller one bedrooms or the studios are all gone because when we started selling, that's what we released first. And now we're stuck at the two-bedroom units. The quality or the kind of clientele they have, they're able to sell each kind of unit to their different client and their database. So at any single point when you are looking to buy into Prime, until the day we are selling Prime, you will find availability of every single type of model.
So does that mean they are not selling because they have not?
I can share the numbers with you that how many units we're selling on daily basis
No, no,
there.
I'm asking
Yes.
from the viewer side. I'm asking from the client
Okay.
side.
No, no,
Because
no. That's what I tried to say. I might not be able to get you the exact two-bedroom unit, but if you're looking for a one-bedroom or one plus, then the builder very strategically sells the unit instead of just promoting their easy or their smaller one-bedroom units first. They talk to their clients, they understand the requirement, and that's when we're like, okay, is it better to go with a one-bedroom or a two-bedroom unit?
Hmm. And what was the closing date? Lashika, you told me 2030.
It's late 2024, end of 2024. So we're
Oh,
hoping to go towards early 2025.
yeah. Okay, that's great. So you're answering all my questions. I'm surprised. So I don't know which question I should ask where I can, uh, make you speechless. Mm,
So to your point, actually, think I should highlight that we started selling this building last week. I would say about a week ago, 8 9 days ago. The building is 65% sold, and we still have junior one bedrooms, one plus. Then I wouldn't say I have a lot of one bedrooms or a lot of junior one bedrooms, but if somebody still wants to invest, you will find the layout which was available 8 days ago, at least one or two units on the same layout available today as well, despite of the fact that the building is 65% sold. So it
hmm,
has a mixed range of all types of units. Usually we face this challenge because there are very less one bedroom units, and then there are very less one plus den units, and a lot more two bedroom units. Here it's an equal number. Here is a mix of different types of models available in the building.
I see. Okay, thank you very much, Lashika. I think that was pretty interesting information. So, if anybody wants to get any information, I will definitely like to type the office number, and you can um, reach on that number. You can connect with Lashika on 905-459-7900, and you just have to ask for Lashika. I'll leave your number with your name, and if you can leave your email as well, or definitely you can get in touch with me on the same number, 905-459-7900. And again, it is our best efforts and attempts to bring you all the information so that you can make the right decision whenever you want to make any investment. Thank you very much, friends, for joining us for today's session. Lashika, before we say goodbye, any message for the viewers?
Just get on to your investment at the right time. Mr. Raman, we forgot to answer the question. Sorry, there was just one point. What do you think? Is this the time to sell or is this the time to buy? I put you
If you
onto a
have a house
difficult
to sell,
situation.
it is time to sell. If you have a house to buy, it is time to buy. No,
Okay,
I
now
always
in terms of investment,
yes, no, I always say, guys, try to understand. It all depends upon your situation. Please connect with us, and we will sit together and we will guide you in the right direction. We can book up a Zoom call. We can have an in-house and one-to-one meeting, maintaining the social distancing, wearing those N95 masks, and making sure like we are safe and secure. So please ensure, guys, get in touch with us, and we will be very happy to discuss with you either it is the right time to buy or right time to sell. But
and definitely viewers, this is actually a good opportunity to look into some high-rise side of investments because there are some good incentives that the builders are offering at this point of time, and it'll definitely be a very good time to sell when the market is opened up, when everything is back to normal, we're out of the pandemic. So do take advantage of this good incentive time right now which the builders are bringing out in the market.
that's great. Thank you, Lashika, for joining us today. Thank you, viewers. Have
Thank
a
you.
fantastic day ahead. Stay safe and keep praying for all the family members all across the world for their safety and security. Have an amazing day, friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.